Hello there, Scotty. You're not. I finally gotten to where I need to be after farting around for a little while. This is a bonus episode of MyRise. Welcome to our Truth and Cody's excellent adventure. Yes. So this is a part where you can recruit people to help you at Survivor Series. Only during the second run can you talk to Cody, and we get this story. I wanted to have this story on camera because it's kind of funny. So here we are, Cody Rhodes.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Cody? I didn't expect to see you here.
Why? Expecting some lackey to encourage you to get into some live event matches? There's no time for that. NXT is in jeopardy. We need to push back against Mutiny now. I hear you're putting together the team for Survivor Series. I want it.
And you'd be a heck of an addition. But I'm surprised to see you this fired up about NXT.
It's not just a brand. It's the future of the entire industry at stake. If Mutiny wins this war, you can forget about NXT being the place that nurtures and develops the next generation of superstars. This whole Mutiny is about one thing: nurturing and developing CM Punk. Seeing NXT like this, I can't and won't stand idly by.
We need more than just a pocket full of fiery speeches. Have you got a plan, or just a sledgehammer?
I'm not one to play games, so I'd say we need to take the fight right to the top.
The top? Punk plays the long game, and he knows the threat you pose. He's too smart to engage with you directly.
KO isn't, so I'll take the fight to him. If we destabilize Owens, we start chipping away at Mutiny's foundation. NXT's future is ticking away. Let me do this.
Welcome aboard. I have a feeling you're going to be WWE's dream and Mutiny's nightmare.
Temporal Legacy. Yeah, that's what they call it. I call it something else. So, look at all the stuff we unlock. Look at all that. Look at all that. Look at all that. Just look at it. Did you look at it? Too late now. Wrestling has more than one royal toilet. I don't know. Adrenaline in me soul. Something, something, Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens. Alright. KO. He's the bad guy, you idiots.
We can expect to see a real clash of styles here with WWE's Cody Rhodes using technical prowess and precision to counter Mutiny's KO and his brute force brawling. All those styles are representative of the battle we're seeing here, with WWE hoping that skilled and pure wrestling
Yoink.
turn back Mutiny's unfocused aggression. Sounds like you've got the same rooting interest in this one as the rest of us, Corey.
And Kevin Owens is strong. Message. It's roll me to the corner and gladiator.
Randy Orton, why is he getting involved? Orton's gonna take out Cody Rhodes. Has Mutiny
Where is he? Where'd he come from?
He fights him. Arriving on the scene, making sure he throws down.
Kevin.
And going for the pin.
I'm still gonna let him pin me so we can move forward. Cause this has attempt, so I don't need to actually win. You know? And it makes sense.
Here is your winner, Kevin Owens.
Oh no, what they have done to me. It doesn't really make sense. that Orton would join. He wasn't part of NXT, but okay. R-Truth. Here we go.
Man, Cody, you'll never believe what I just saw. Randy Orton ran in and attacked someone in the middle of a match. I think he might have joined Mutiny.
Yeah, that was my match. He attacked me.
Okay, so you saw it too. Call me crazy, but I think this whole Mutiny thing might actually be a real problem.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm sitting here watching the future of this industry get torn apart.
And that's one of the top 3 worst things to see get torn apart. And now they got Randy? Mutiny's getting stronger by the minute.
What's the other stuff? What's the other two?
Well, every time I turn around, they add another heavy hitter. So unless you've got a time machine, maybe just quiet down and let me think.
A time machine? Yeah, I got one of those.
What?
I found it in a closet next to a sports almanac. I hooked it up to the ambulance in the parking lot, so if I ever got hurt, I could go back in time to before I got hurt and try to warn myself not to get hurt.
It makes no sense of what he says
You're
later.
actually serious? You have a time machine?
Of course, but I don't see how a time machine can fight Mutiny. It's pretty fragile.
Because if we could go back to 2011, before Punk's big rise, we might be able to stop Mutiny before it even starts.
Then it sounds like you and me got a date with destiny. And not the one who works at the sandwich shop down the street. Let's go.
Time travel. Travel through time. Travel through time. You see that?
If my calculations are correct, we should be in the age of the dinosaurs. Actually, scratch that. We're in 2011. So Cody, you better find some retro clothes and dye your hair. Quick.
How do you get rid of the tattoo, though?
Right. And then we try to find Punk.
Oh, he's here. Tonight, I'm going to interfere in John Cena's match, helping CM Punk win. Wait, why would I do that? I don't like CM Punk or Mutiny.
I think you mean the 2011 version of you is going to do all that.
That makes way more sense. Point is, if I don't run in, Cena stays up. Punk doesn't break out, so he never sits down. Get it?
Not quite.
If Cena wins, there is no money in the bank match. So no Punk rise, no pipe bomb promo, no Mutiny.
So it sounds like we've got to take 2011 R-Truth out before he interferes in that match and helps Punk.
We? No, you gotta do it. If I see myself, it could break the space-time condominium.
He just said that you had the time machine so he can go back and warn himself he's going to get injured. Now he says you can't do that because it'll break the space-time condominium. It's space-time continuum.
Yeah,
Got confused.
Wouldn't want that. I'll do it.
Space-time condominium.
R-Truth is on a collision course with WWE Champion John Cena. Look out! What the hell is Cody Rhodes doing? We've been developing situation backstage, and it looks like this is going to head to blows. I knew they didn't like each other, but I didn't think they'd turn this into a parking lot brawl.
Hey, Truth, do me a favor. Hold this.
Hit by a bright stop sign. That had to hurt. It just unloading that stop sign. All sorts of danger looming as this fight continues in the parking lot. That should strike fear in your opponent. Using that stop sign to strike fear in the heart of his opponent. Stop sign to the noggin. Truth gets out of the way. Big boom. Vicious. Yokes up their opponent. Sidewalk slam delivered. Hey guys, I've been here a long time and I can't tell you how many superstars haven't been the same after a fight through the parking lot. Swinging the elbow to halt the offense. Lariat. What a hit from our
Man, no, I was running it in first. Wrong.
back on Truth.
Knock that over, whatever that is. You know, can I pick? Why can't I pick up this wet floor sign and hit him with it? It's plastic. It'll be fine. Cause you can hit the traffic cone like this. Yep, right here. That didn't work. I think I meant to throw it at him, but I just didn't.
Directly to the chest. This isn't an area for matches. It's for cars and emergency vehicles. Get out of there.
Alabama Slam.
These superstars don't care where this fight takes them. Rhodes has his opponent.
Crossroad.
And now it looks like they're done.
Gossip.
I have a feeling this isn't over.
There we go.
It worked, Cody. Cena took down Punk without a hitch. CM Punk really should have thanked me for setting everything in motion.
Agreed. But now let's get out of here. I forgot how uncomfortable this mask is.
We can't roll out yet. We gotta make sure everything's even Steve.
You mean even Steven? So you want me to help CM Punk win a match?
No, we have to make things so fair that even Steve has a shot. Whoever Steve is. So you've got to beat Cena next week so he doesn't get too big. You and me can bunk in the ambulance until then. Time team sleepover. I bought snacks while you were taking the younger me out.
Truth, we have a time machine. We can just jump ahead to next week.
Oh, right. Well, hopefully those salty crackers I bought will appreciate in value. Never know.
That'd be interesting. You bite salty crackers in 2011, right? Then you time travel back to your normal time, which would be 2025, which would be 14 years later. Oh my god, oh my god. But the crackers are like brand new. But then how do you figure out when they expire then? You know? Guess you could say, well, I got them on this date, and they expire here, so that's about 6 days from now or so. So I have 6 days with these crackers, right? Whoa! Boom, 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 boom. The only problem I have is that you're supposed to be the older version of Cody, like the current version of Cody, in disguise. So, but the problem is, you have the overall of the version of the character from that time and not Cody's overall. Should be a 90-something overall here, but I'm not. This makes it a little bit harder to take down John Cena in this match.
He's just turning the mirror on the rest of us.
Figure 4 makes Cena top Boutsky. Bye-bye. Headlock. Side headlock. Untashing going off for untashing drop. Here it is. Untashing moonsault.
And Cena is taking out a lot of offense now. Cena has to find a way to reassert himself.
Boing.
And here we go, returning to the ring. Axe handle. Tagged with a punch. Cinching in the arm wringer, but right hand will counter. Position. Fighting out. Hammered away with punches and knees. Rhodes looking to end this. Attacks from the arsenal of Cody Rhodes.
What is his signature? What? Since when does Cody have a springboard? Whatever. We're gonna throw you outside the ring and hit it there. No, I said.
Talk about force. That'll give you whiplash. Uh-oh. Rhodes gets out of dodge.
Get out of the ring.
There goes Cena into a rough landing. Heading out, but needs to be aware of the referee's count. The American Nightmare. Alabama Slayer.
What? What? Wait, you heard that right? Why is he calling the American Nightmare
Back into the ring.
in 2011? It made no sense to me.
The American Nightmare.
Stop calling him that. He's the untashing one. See, I didn't pin him off to the first one because I knew it wouldn't work. So here we are. The untashing Cody Rhodes, man. That's right. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, Cody, the time team did it. CM Punk never got his big shot. He's not even in the WWE anymore. He's now hosting the third most successful hockey podcast out of Chicago. I hear it's good. Not great, but good.
So, Survivor Series isn't a match between WWE and Mutiny?
No, just a normal event. Should be a good one. Apparently, Randy Orton has a title defense against Rey Mysterio. I can try to get us tickets, if you want.
Randy's a champion now? I might need to knock him down a peg for that attack on me when he joined Mutiny.
But Cody, because of what we did, that never happened. You might not remember this, but we went back in time. That changed the future, which is now the present. And the present is a gift.
A gift.
And a gift can only be returned for store credit. So you've got to leave Randy alone.
It's still real to me. I'm going to take him on next week. Not for a title or anything. This one's just personal.
Alright, but seriously, let me know about
I'll keep you posted.
Sorry.
And here he is, the mastermind of Mutiny, Randy Orton.
We are in the darkest timeline, ladies and gentlemen.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in
He's got Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. So how's that work? The hell? Try this again, shall we? Nice to try, Randall. I'm actually gonna try to win this. I thought he was going for a tag. No, not again. Nice to try. I hit that. Late my ass. You did it on purpose. No. Go to hell, Randy Orton. Ah! Come on, Randall. Get back in the ring. Get back in the ring, buddy. Hey, ref, get the off me. I hate that. Why don't they get rid of that? I hate that move. Yoink. That was 3. Ref, are you still working for Mutiny? That's Chad Pat. That's the guy. Or has that hadn't happened yet in this timeline? Oops. Cody Cutter. Damn it! I actually had a chance to win in this. I don't know. I get I was supposed to lose that. I know. Then they should have just done a cutscene where I lose, but.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think the time team might have messed up.
You think? Randy Orton is leading Mutiny now?
Yeah, and it's way bigger and badder than before. When we took out Punk and Cena, we left a power vacuum. And Randy Orton sucked himself right in like a dust bunny with an agenda.
He just said Randy Orton sucked himself. No, never mind.
Then why aren't we fighting Mutiny at Survivor Series?
Because we already lost years ago. Orton broke the Undertaker's streak at WrestleMania 30. His power grew from there. The Shield didn't break up. He destroyed it. And once he took over the Wyatt family, the seeds of mutiny were planted.
We created a monster.
A monster, a monster.
A monster who's turned NXT into his personal kingdom.
Not kingdom.
Developmental elements, forcing young wrestlers to engage in sadistic combat for his amusement. And he's not great about restocking the paper towels.
Not the paper towels.
Damn.
Damn.
In retrospect, we really should have seen this coming. In every time travel movie, things always get way more complicated than the main character's first thought.
A lot of good that does us now. How do we fix this?
It's not going to be easy. If only we had a time machine.
We do. That's how we got into this mess.
Oh, yeah. Then it'll be considerably easier. I'll go back to 2011
I'm gonna put my nose.
you from 2 weeks ago before you take out me from 13 years ago. That should be most of the best.
And what do I do?
We need to be sure Orton is taken care of. So I'm going to send you back to take him out of his most vulnerable point in history. WrestleMania 31.
You know what that means, right?
WrestleMania 31? That was 2015. That means...
Stardust!
Great.
That's what I was afraid of.
Sorry about that. I'm sneezing. Moment, please. Here we go again. Time traveling through the avenue. My nose one more time. Stardust. How was WrestleMania 31 his most vulnerable moment? He won that match, right? Just wanted to use.
For Randy Orton, the multi-time champion and master of mind games, after achieving so much these past few years, the only conquest left might be running all of WWE. That's a scary thought, Corey. But you might be right. Unless Stardust has anything to say about it.
Yo.
The Immortals might shape the future of WWE. He connects with a counter. Off with their head. Oh, man. Midsection. Place him in the corner here. There it is.
Oh, my back, brother. Over down the avenue. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come here. DDT, baby. There's springboards. The Stardust has spring. Eh. Psh, you should, though.
Just like that, Stardust gets stopped. Reversal, and that turns things around.
Of course not. Of course, it can't just be the first pinfall. Nope. We gotta drag it on.
What's it gonna take to keep this guy down? Oh, what a clothesline. Forcefully delivered. He could absolutely be at the end of his rope. But I highly doubt anybody's gonna throw him from the top rope. Missile drop kick on point. What are they doing here?
Give me my finish. Why did... This is your mistake, dude. Your mistake, dude. Just jump. Why do you have to... Bye-bye, Orton. Bye-bye, Orton. Now he's back on WWE.
Well, looks like we straightened it all out. We've successfully returned things to the exact same terrible place we started from. That's the time team success story.
Hey, we somehow kept Randy Orton on Team WWE. That's a win.
I guess that must have been the butter knife effect. Anyway,
Butter knife effect.
Chuck that time machine. There might have been a reason it was hidden in that closet in the box that said, "Do not open under any circumstances."
Yeah, that's probably a smart move. Let's quit before we screw anything else up.
You sure you don't want to go back to 2012 and shave that mustache?
Tempting, but nah. I'm good.
You sure you don't want to go back to 2012 and shave that mustache? All right.
So you're saying Randy Orton joined Mutiny, but also was the leader of Mutiny, and they were way worse. But also now he's not a part of Mutiny?
When you say it like that, it sounds crazy. But yeah, pretty much.
No one's even going to mention how crazy it is that we're talking about a time machine?
Are you sure this wasn't just a very vivid dream?
I did mistake one of Pharaoh's dog treats for a protein bar right after we talked earlier. Made me pretty lightheaded, and the next thing I knew, all of this started. Maybe you've got a point.
It would be cool if time machines were real, though. Can you imagine the cool things you could do?
I would have loved to go back and tangle with a trailblazer like Alundra Blaze. Scrap with her would have been a dream.
Since time isn't on our side, how about we discuss strategy?
All right. So, this is going to go, we're going to go, okay. I think we're just going to end here because it's going to go straight into the story of the tag titles. So, yeah. So, there it is. The time travel story. Yeah. I'm not going through the entire thing again. It's just that one story. I wanted to have that on film. I wanted to have that recorded for the channel. But yeah, nice little bonus story for you guys. So, thank you for watching. I'm this guy, and I'll see you in the next one.